It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Well, it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Eagles 0. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, Silver. Alpha. Alpha.
Throwing is Hurts. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Breaks a tackle. They can't corral it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
63.
Here's Swift. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
97. Ready?
Love, they go play action now. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll send Watson in motion right. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Throwing, Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 7.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners are part of the defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First down, and they go with Swift again. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirl.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Striker, 3, 3, 2, go. Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found the diamond in the rough. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Cheetah, watch out now, 50 Fury.
Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Love. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-six. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this? Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Once again, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift on his its way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, thumbs up, alert. No touch.
This is Swift on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Tiger Swamp, Tiger Swamp. Go Silver, ready? Yeti, Yeti. Hey.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Ready?
First down, going to the air with Love. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action this time with Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Avoids him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Swift going to try up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Hey, easy, 63, bang! No touch.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. As Smith in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's Keely Ringo, who was there in on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Love looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
73, 73.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now a give right side Swift. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Hurts changing up the play. From the gun, here's Swift. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game, and good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6, and how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Crowd left Yanni. Tiger Hornets.
Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Crowd left Yanni.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run the toss to Swift. 20, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 50 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. They will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A love throw brought in by Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, the referee is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Love looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Swift. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
73. 73. No touch.
Swift. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And after the field goal, they're going to say, we want this thing back again. They're lining up for the onside kick. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Steps away to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up